Guys, welcome back to High Anxiety with Drew and Joe. Today we are going to review Season 1, Episode 3 of Vikings. We're super excited. Last week we did Season 1, Episode 2. Now we're picking up, obviously, with the next episode. How you feeling about it, Joe?
I don't know, man. The last episode was intense. Obviously, the last episode they did the raid at Lindisfarne.
Yeah.
They picked up Athelstan, the monk. There was a little bit of tension between Rollo and Ragnar over that, so I'm not really digging.
Right.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
see
not digging that.
how that evolves in this episode.
Right, the Earl. I know we were both pretty upset that the Earl took his little informant buddy. And
I
was
don't like what he's doing, but it'll be interesting to see how he reacts now
when they get back.
You
think? Because you thought, well, what were your thoughts on it? Were you thought that I think we both thought he was weak. He would be seen as weak.
Right.
And so he has to kind of make some sort of a power play, right?
Yeah, he has to, and I think his personality will be one of almost jealousy, maybe.
Right.
And I think he'll act in a way that fits him, which is, I think he's going to be angry about it, essentially.
Well, and I'm concerned too, specifically because that guy gave him the intel, telling him the Ragnar and them were on their way. He died.
Oh.
Knut disappeared. I don't know where the hell Knut is.
Mm-hmm.
And then the blacksmith that made the anchor for him, they burned his face. And I'm assuming killed him in the process, by sticking his face in the fire. So seems like pretty much anybody attached to this thus far has died. And so I'm a little concerned that he's going to come at him hot and heavy. But
well, what are they going to do with everybody? Are they going to? What's their plan? I guess is my point here. When they go back, are they anticipating that the Earl maybe won't be upset, or are they assuming that he probably will, and they're going to try to hide the fact that they actually went there? But I would think that they would be excited to let everybody know there is land out west, right?
Right, and I think that's what Ragnar's thought is I think he thinks, I think he's optimistic.
Right.
And he's like, I can go back and say, guys, we can do this. Get all your ships together.
But the Earl's still going to be pissed, I think.
Oh, of course, because he's just all up in his face. But
from the little I know about his character, I'm going to assume that he's going to still be upset about the whole situation because they disobeyed him.
I would assume so. Yeah. And it's going to come to a head. But
right.
We even mentioned at the end of the last video that this was called Dispossessed. And we were basically like, that doesn't sound great. Right. So, I don't know. You ready to get into it?
Let's go.
All right. Water. Floki's all pleased with himself because his boat's doing so well. All that. Dude, I love Ragnar. He's so chill.
He's got kind of like a swagger about himself.
I wish I had that, just to be like,
no worries in the world. Yeah.
Ooh, is that an eel?
Doesn't look appetizing.
Darren. If we get any of these names wrong, by the way, please let us know how to say it in the comments, please.
You are Ragnar Lothbrok's son. Yeah.
I hate this dude.
I remember you from the thing.
Good? Who are you talking to?
I was just asking your son where Ragnar Lothbrok might be.
He's gone fishing.
Oh, fishing. He's gone fishing.
Yes.
Ooh.
I like the intimidation factor.
She's dope too.
Yeah.
They're like a perfect couple.
I don't know.
In which case, I must take someone back as surety. Just in case.
Why?
This dude is...
In case.
In case your husband has not gone fishing.
This doesn't bode well, man. They're coming at them hard. Do it. Hit him with the axe.
Just...
You! Come! Come!
Well, you could ask nicely.
Is that just a random villager's son? Oh, yeah. Did you notice how when he looked down at the hand axe that she had, like the hatchet, that he kind of like gave her a look and then like looked down at it and then just picked some other random kid because it's almost like.
But I did. But it almost puts her in a really weird situation because now he's taking somebody else's kid
Right.
that has nothing to do with it.
Right.
So I think I would feel pretty crappy if I was her that some random kid was selected. Now he's going back to their own. He have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, but I mean, I totally feel like that little bastard just bitched out because he knew that like
Yeah, he
Lagatha
did.
would just like bury
But
it.
like you said, I can't stand him. What's his name?
I don't know.
God.
I wanted to take notes on. Is it at the bottom of the screen? Svein.
Whoever he is, he sucks.
Svein. I don't know. So yeah, he does suck.
That poor kid. That poor mom.
I know.
What?
He gave no instructions.
Mm-mm.
He'll be fine. What?
It was foretold that divine punishment would fall upon God's chosen people for all our grievous sins. And so it has happened. And that is why I am here. You're here because I spared your life.
Oh, they let me take notes. I'm here because I spared my life.
Yeah. Kind of like, not 100% certain if you're going to stay alive,
But you're alive now.
but you're alive now.
Be
And
grateful.
then he basically goes, oh, it's because of God. And he goes, nah, you're alive because I spared you. That's some hubris. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So pretty.
Ragnar, welcome back. We know you sailed west, across the open ocean, and found land and plunder, as you promised. So, let no man say anymore that it is not possible. And we salute and praise you.
New recruits for the next mission.
Guess so. Happy now. I wonder how the mood's going to change here in just a few.
Earl's not going to like them cheering on somebody else.
I don't think so.
It didn't even seem like Rollo liked it that much. Did you see that? Oh, look, Canute. Where you been?
Too late. You missed the boat. I came to tell you that Earl Haraldson summons you to attend the Great Hall.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
Dude, they got some sweet loot.
Yeah, they're set there.
My lord.
I told you, bitch.
To take all of these things. The priests in the temple, they had no weapons. They were like babies.
How did you find this place of great riches when all before you had failed?
We had Thor on our side.
But you understand that all this belongs to me.
Oh
right.
my gosh.
Well, the title makes sense.
You want me to pay you? When you took these things as easily as from babies?
Gotta play that back out.
Here's what I've decided.
What you thinking?
So as we expected, he did take the high road. He took
He took their shit.
yeah, exactly. He took the extremely greedy route. And that's just stemming from probably a somewhat embarrassment, right? Because he was proven wrong.
Yeah, but then he just turned around right there and he just pretty much, like you said, he threw it back at him. He was trying to mock him
Right.
to have everybody in the Great Hall like laugh at him, I guess, to kind of like reinstill like
Right.
his position,
Yeah.
like, oh, it doesn't affect me.
He
You
probably
took it
feels
from
slightly
baby.
threatened right now.
I
I don't know. Whatever he's feeling right now is I don't know. But the way he handled doesn't surprise me from what we know of the Earl so far.
Yeah, but even with a pause, like Ragnar's face right now,
Oh,
like,
it's epic.
he's furious as fuck.
Yeah. Look, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid. I'm not even there. So
Why did you do that? Why did you give everything away so easily?
You wasted my time. I never should have believed in you.
He was looking for an excuse to kill us.
What would we go to Valhalla after such miserable and pointless deaths?
I don't know, man. I mean, Rollo's very, very, very headstrong. And he's sitting there going, why would you let him take everything from us so easily? But he had like 20 guards, like straight up come in the room to stop them from doing it.
Yeah.
Then he's going to take that. And I mean, they're already under suspicion and everything else. And so Ragnar's smart because he's like playing the line, right? He's like, I'll take the one thing. Right. You know, I'll play along right now. I'll take the one thing. By the way, his eyes are dreaming.
They could they be more blue?
I'm hoping that's post. I'm hoping that's editing because otherwise, like I thought my eyes were blue, but I'm just like, wow. But no, I mean, just he and his brother. I mean, this constant back and forth shit.
But you can see kind of where the rest of the crew's coming from. They took that huge risk.
Yeah,
and then they don't even get any benefit of it as of right now.
I mean, but what were they going to do? I mean, were they just pull their swords and just duke it out?
Right, but I think they're just upset, obviously, because they didn't get any of the silver, any of the gold, or whatnot. So you can understand their frustration, but at the same time, what can you do?
And I really don't like the crowd manipulation of like Siggy like he's like, you choose a priest, and then Siggy's like,
well, the Earl's wife started the whole thing, and she just came across as nasty. I didn't like any.
No,
I didn't like that either.
That's shitty. Yep, man. He took all your shit.
He did. Huh. Maybe I should go on longer voyages.
Well, you do. You drive here.
It's true. Did you see that?
Come and join us.
What?
Come on. Don't you want to? Well, enjoy it. I'm a monk. I've taken vows of celibacy. I cannot touch a woman. I never have.
Okay, so you can tell that was like a real mind F for him. Like he was kind of like,
should I mean, it is tempting.
He's like, it is tempting, and
I'm confused. Were they being serious?
Yeah, no, I'm 100%. I don't think it was like the Earl and Siggy where he's like.
And that's why I was kind of going back and forth in my mind if it was that situation or if they really wanted but I don't know, whatever. Why?
I mean, I don't see. Well, I mean, cultural. I mean, you know, he's different. He's from a different place. He's kind of like unknown,
right? And
then it's kind of. I mean, I don't know about their like marital, boundaries and stuff, but I mean, clearly she was.
In for the threesome.
Well, I mean, they're both DTF, and so you're just kind of like...
That threw me off.
Did you...
It's what it is, but I just didn't see it coming.
Yeah, they seemed like super flirty, and he just seemed absolutely just...
He had no idea how to handle that situation.
He was just mortified, but at the same time, I think he was like...
I mean...
well...
If I did look the other way...
They're like, what if God were to look the other way? He's like, maybe. I don't know.
It's whatever.
Ragnar almost looked like disgusted. Like, what's wrong with you?
Right. Like, yeah.
Well, they let him take his leash off.
I dream of it. I'm already a good fighter like my father.
That's why I chose you. Because you're broad and strong.
He had no idea.
It's the other guy that chose him.
Just deep enough.
Are they burying the treasure?
Yeah.
Don't be careful. There are gems set in it, but just pour it on in.
Why are you burying all this treasure?
Don't you know anything, boy?
Odin promises that a man will have the use of everything he has hoarded up after he is dead.
and wakes up again in Valhalla. But the void needs protection. Somebody to look after it. In this life and the next.
What?
Oh shit, are they gonna kill him?
Why would what?
You've already seen enough of this life, boy.
Oh my gosh. They gonna bury? Oh no.
I hate this dude even more now. He can kill kids.
That is so shitty. He said he was 13 years old.
Yeah, and you've already seen enough of this life, boy. No, I'm 13. You just told me I didn't know anything.
I kind of had a sense that was coming.
Oh, I hate this little bald bastard.
I don't know his name. I was gonna call him the Earl's bitch.
Sven.
Sven.
It's fine.
What it?
I want to sail west again. I've spoken at great length with my Christian slave. He is not a stupid person. However stupid his God is, he has traveled a great deal. And he's told me that there are many countries to the world.
Manipulation. He's manipulating you, Earl.
Very well.
Huh.
I sanction this raid on one condition. A warrior I trust goes with you. Knut.
Oh.
You will go with him for my sake.
That's why he didn't go the first time.
I will take very close care of your interest.
Shut up.
Lord, forgive me what I've... Stop it! Silence.
It's an interesting way.
Yeah.
Fun.
I'm curious as to why he allowed them to go this time. I mean, obviously he sends a word that he trusts, but I guess is this him?
But why wouldn't he? Almost, right? Like they already proved themselves to be successful last time. They're putting all the danger on themselves, and he's got nothing to do but benefit from it.
Right. So is he basically going like, just like he did before, you know, to see how generous I am to allow you to keep one thing, even though you betrayed me? Is he now trying to kind of almost commandeer the Enterprise fully and just be like, I'm allowing them to go this time around?
Yeah, I can see maybe his angle there.
So he's trying to reverse the power role and kind of be like, no, this is my ambition. I'm just sending the
so
warriors.
that maybe the credit he thinks maybe comes back on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ragnar's a little bitchy to Athelstan. I mean, he's really slapping him around and everything. Like, I feel like he's better than that.
But he hasn't done so privately. It's been more so out in public. So maybe that's just kind of a common way they treated, you know.
Right, you don't want them to like question.
Right.
Yeah, and just be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh damn, look at her all braided up, ready to go. Oh shit. Oh shit. He's not even trying. He just blacked him out. Wake up.
Answer me this, Knut. Are you really with us? Understand this. Our war band lives and dies together. If you cannot trust the men to either side of you or in front of you, you're already a dead man.
We are so soft. As men, we are just so soft.
Just wanted to ask.
I mean, I used beard balm today to freshen up my coarse chin hair.
I did put lotion on my face.
You got product in your hair. He straight up blacked that dude out.
What's the dude they got blocked out? What's his name?
Knut.
Yeah, I would have walked off after that.
Knut. I'd have been like, fuck you, fuck your boat, your attitudes are shit, I'm out.
See you later.
I'm like you though, I do wonder how much time has passed since the last time. Like, are they just turning back around immediately?
Right, and I want to know how long the actual journey is. I mean, no one's been able to do it before them, so I would have to think it's some distance.
Kingdom of Northumbria. So they are back in the same land, same territory. Oh shit, some soldiers this time. Is there not a path around the ocean that they couldn't take?
Haven't gotten that far yet.
Well, and again, that goes back to us and like the mud thing.
Could we just wait for them to come up here?
Yeah, like, I mean, just the ocean water itself, like, you know how bad it feels to have wet clothes.
No, it's horrid.
So if you're literally just like walking, they're like, let's confront them, and it's like, and you're like, oh man,
this is terrible.
Oh, can we dry off first?
Yeah, we wouldn't do well.
No, not at all. That's a very large helmet.
It is.
Oh, that's cool. They're speaking in their language. Here, take my very large pendant. Now you're sheriff. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. It's popping off. Oh. Dude, that dude is tall as shit.
He's massive.
Friggin' Eric.
There we are.
I know. Yeah, please, God, now. That was you.
I made the worst.
You were already on it at the very back the whole time,
Right.
just like, I'm ready to go if I need to. Dude, that wasn't even that wasn't even a battle. They just got destroyed. Amazing scene cinematography.
That was great. Wow.
Cinematography.
Yeah, I got it. They got it. It's all good.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wait, what? Ah.
Oh man.
Okay. All right, so episode 3.
Really good episode again. What are your thoughts on? I kind of know where mine are, but kind of going back to the beginning when they returned and they presented the treasure to the Earl and everything, and Ragnar decided that he wasn't going to take the gold, he was going to take the monk.
Right.
I'm assuming that he thought the monk was far worth more than the treasure for information purposes,
right.
To teach the language and things of that nature. So I think that was a really smart play. That kind of stood out to me throughout the episode, really, as something that was really smart on Ragnar's part.
Yeah, and I think it shows like a really, really big difference too between he and Rollo, because Rollo was all about killing that monk,
right, at
Lindisfarne, and so I think it says a lot about the two between them. I'm not saying that Rollo's stupid. I'm just saying
he's more emotional,
right? And
Ragnar thinks things through, which you could see at the end of the episode where there was no need to fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he was trying to basically, let's go talk to your king.
Right, Ragnar was totally on board with that, and then
it went to shit.
Yeah,
like
real
super quick.
Real quick.
Yeah, I think I wish I had kind of seen that battle a little bit better, and I might need to go back and like replay it because it kind of had a top-down look. So I saw Eric beat
Well, it didn't
some
happen
people.
very long.
No, it
wasn't a quick
wasn't
fight.
much of a fight.
No.
But I saw Eric beast a few people.
Yep.
Floki was just having a little flowgasm in the background,
He
just
was
enjoying himself.
Per usual.
Yeah, he literally stole across and then backed up and was like,
Which started the whole thing. That was kind of like the last straw.
Yeah, that was the last straw. But then you had, and then, Ragnar chased the one guy down. I didn't get to see Lagertha fight as much as I'd hoped. But they're in country now, so obviously with them ending it there, episode 4, which we're gonna burn right into after this one.
Yep.
I will say, if I had to watch this show when it was first coming out,
right,
week by week release, and it had ended like that, that would have been so brutal.
Miserable, dude.
I'd be like,
this is definitely the benefit of catching it late.
Do you think? Binging is just
binging's the way to do it. That's why it was with Game of Thrones too.
Right.
We got into it. Mare and I got into it way late. So
Oh, really?
There was so there was a good probably year and a half where we just binge the hell out of it.
Just all of it.
And then season 8, we had to wait for season 8 to come out, which was like a year.
Yeah.
And then we had to wait week by week, and it was tough.
Yeah, the Earl. You bring up a good point. The Earl is essential. So it's a scale,
right?
And the Earl had kind of lost some leverage with his people because he was wrong,
right,
and everything else. But now he's exerting his power to kind of push that back, and he's saying, "Okay, I'm going to take everything." And I think the smartest thing, and the thing I like most about Ragnar, is that he's smart enough to kind of identify, like, I'm going to have to go in and kind of woo him to some extent, and basically be like, I would like to come to you to ask permission to do another raid. What we get from the raid, it's up to you.
Right.
Can we have our boat back, please? I didn't know they took the boat, but
Right.
can we have the boat back, please? And, can we have your blessing on this? And so it's almost, it's a sign of respect.
But at the same time, he's kind of getting what he wants out of it too. He knows how to manipulate.
Right, and you can see it in Ragnar's face.
He knows he's good.
He knows he's terrifying.
Good. Oh, he's terrifying, dude.
Because you don't know what he's thinking.
Right.
Like, in all honesty, like, one minute he's smiling, but when he's he's kind of like you.
And
when you smile, you're not certain.
I'm not
if you're
really
like
happy.
Yeah, I don't know if you're happy or if you're just like planning.
Kind of like your resting face.
Yeah, it's just like he has like a resting.
And that's probably why the Earl doesn't really know how to handle him, and he's probably a little intimidated by Ragnar.
Right.
For the same reasons we're just talking about right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Earl mentioned that his son would have been the same age as the boy that he killed.
Poor boy.
Yeah, so shitty for him, but at the same time, you're kind of like, all right, that's kind of last straw with Earl. Like, you don't really have any respect for him. His little minion, I want Sven to get his ass straight beat.
Right.
Like, just get beat. The Earl's a shitty person too, and I do still see conflict coming, but I just want Sven to get his ass kicked. I'm interested though, like, are you more satisfied with the battle not even a battle, but the skirmish that occurred, because at least they were armed?
Yeah, at least they were armed, but I still don't think that was necessary. I think Ragnar had the better play and just kind of being taken to the king and kind of playing it that way, but obviously his crew did not agree with that, and they kind of went. But what happens now? Like, now they've already killed them, so they're coming in a hostile way. So there's no more peace.
Right.
Opportunity essentially. So it'll be interesting to see in episode 4, right? How that ends up.
Yeah, and I just I don't know. Obviously that was just a patrol.
Right. Yeah. They were just going out to see what was going on.
But when he was talking to Athelstan, Athelstan said Ayla is a very powerful king. So my question is, how many troops does he have to draw on? Because they're limited in the number of people right now. And if I'm not mistaken, when they left, they still left in the same boat, right? They don't have multiple ships because that's the only one that's really been capable of getting across. So they're limited to 30 warriors maybe?
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You don't know how many other warriors these other people have.
Right, and that's the biggest fear.
So why put yourself in that situation?
That's the biggest fear is kind of speed.
Being outnumbered, and now you're in a foreign country.
Right.
In my opinion, that's a poor play.
Yeah, absolutely, and I agree with you. I think Ragnar had the better play.
Yeah.
To say, hey, maybe we can go and, I don't know, get paid off or make something happen.
Right.
And Rollo's like, nah, let's just go ahead and do this. So you know that they're going to be out for blood in the next episode, the Northumbrians. They're going to be out for blood. But, dude, I'm stoked as shit. That episode, because the last one, remember, we talked about, it was a little more dialogue heavy, but it was great because you got to learn more about the characters. This one was dialogue heavy, but I really liked like the minor scenes too, like the small scenes, like that last scene where he was just like, "Yeah, we're going back to England," and she was all like, "Oh, okay, when you going?" He's like,
But
"Tomorrow."
then super excited when. Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, but then, yeah, and exactly, because then he's like, "Oh, you're not coming?" Like he's just messing with her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "But what about the children?" Because like the first time, it's like, "Who's gonna take care of the children?" It's like, "Oh no, we got a priest. It's fine.
Right.
We got a little slave man. You do that." What do you just kind of in parting? What do you think of Bjorn?
The kid, right?
Yeah. He's a little mouthy.
He's a little mouthy, but he's a 13-year-old boy. So
is he 13?
I think he's between 12 and 13 years old. So I mean, especially for that time period, I think it's he wants to be the man. He's kind of in that awkward in between stage. So I don't know. I don't think much of it.
Do you think he's gonna treat Athelstan worse than Ragnar does while they're gone?
It's a good question. No, I don't.
No.
I don't think so. I think he'll just kind of, if anything, more so ignore him than anything.
Yeah. I do like Gita. Gita's sweet.
Yeah,
Their
she seems
daughter,
very nice.
she's
Yeah,
super
she's very
sweet.
sweet, yeah.
But
She said, "I like the monk." So she's cool with it.
I don't remember, and honestly, I'm beyond giving scores at this point because I don't remember what score we gave to the last one. It was a good one. But I don't remember what score we gave to it. So, I mean, are you just like a super thumbs up on this one? Meh. What are we?
No, it's 9.5 plus.
9.5. Like you're just up there.
I'm loving this so far, man. Loving this.
Yeah, I agree. I'm totally vested. I'm already sucked into the characters that we know, but also there's a lot of his party
that we don't know much of yet.
Yeah, that we don't know much about, and so I'm super curious. Like I want to learn more about Floki.
Right.
Like you've seen him build the boat, you've seen him do this, but I want to learn more about him. I want to learn about Eric, tall ass motherfucking Eric, who's like 6'7" or some shit, who just walks into battle. He's not even running. He's just. And I kind of want to learn more about where Rollo's head's at, but so yeah, and we'll be going right into season 1, episode 4 soon.
So I gave it 9.5. What are you giving it? Same thing?
Yeah, probably 9.5. I mean, or honestly, I could give it a 10. There's not really anything I did.
I mean, if you were to say a 10, there's nothing for me to argue about there.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Fantastic show.
If you guys wouldn't mind, put in the comments, what was your favorite moment? What was your favorite? Was your favorite? Do you hate Sven as much as we do?
You have to.
You have to. But if you don't, whatever.
That's
maybe
okay.
maybe there's like a small group of like Sven fans out there. They're like,
and their own little Facebook group.
Yeah, they're just like, we love him. But and if so, that was long since passed because we're in season 1.
Yeah.
But do you like Sven? What's your favorite part of this episode? But try not to spoil anything, please.
Please.
But aside from that, I mean,
please, your continued feedback as much as possible. We greatly appreciate any feedback.
Absolutely.
So hit that like button, hit the bell, subscribe. Guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.